Hello, interns. Your day in the building block division is just about to begin. When we're done, this is the fortress we'd like to build with our blocks. Okay. So in an assembly window, I'm going to have you click place and go find some of the blocks that you want to put together. I'm making a little room here so we can start building our fort in the front. So I click place. Let me choose a couple blocks to work with. There's a blue block. That looks good. I'm going to put 2 of these on the page. Remember, every time you click with the left mouse button, you're going to place those blocks on the page. When you're done, you click the right mouse button and you say OK. Let's find another block. I'm going to pick maybe a half-size block. I'll put one of those in there. I right-click and say OK. And one other thing, what should I put? This looks good. We'll add a cone to our little practice fort here too. So I click once, maybe I'll put 2 of those in. I'll right click and say OK. Alright, so these are the pieces we're going to work with here. They all move right now. So we have to pick a block that we're going to start with. We're going to lock that into place. It's called grounding the piece. And then we can build off that so it won't move on us. I randomly am going to choose this block and I'm going to use this as my starting point. So I'm going to right click on this blue block. About 2/3 of the way down, I'm going to find the word grounded. I'm going to click on grounded. Now that block won't move. Okay. When I want to lock these together, it's called constraining the pieces. There's a constraint command at the top. I'm going to click on constraint and then look what I have to work with. These 2 pictures kind of show graphically what I want the pieces to do. The one on the left is called mate and it glues the sides together. So I can choose one side of one block, the other side of a different block, and they'll be joined together. Picture on the right is called flush. That helps me line the edges up of 2 blocks that I want to be even. I'm going to start with the mate command. I'm going to pick the end of one blue block, and I'm going to put this small red block in the middle, so I'm going to pick a side of that red block. I should hear a sound. Usually it's a cowbell sound, and those things get glued together. If it's what I intended to do, I click apply. If not, I click cancel and try again. That's kind of what I wanted, so I'm going to click apply. The button on the right now helps me match the edges up. So when I click flush, I am going to click the front side of the blue block, front side of the red block, click apply, and then the tops of both blocks. And I'm going to click apply. Now I'm ready to go on to the next one. I want to hook this blue block up right in sequence with the first 2. So mate is the one on the left. I click that. Click an end of the red block. I can click an end to the blue block. It doesn't matter which one. The block is identical from one end to the other, so it doesn't matter which one I pick. I always have to remember to click apply when I'm done, and then I can click the button on the right called flush to line the edges up. So flush, edge of the red, edge of the blue, apply, top of the red, top of the blue, apply. Okay. Last step is I'm going to add these cones to the top of the blocks just for dramatic effect. So I'm going to click the mate button. I want to glue the bottom of the cone to the top of the block. If that's what I wanted, I click apply. Again, bottom of the cone, top of the block, apply. Now I can X out of this window. Notice that the cones still move around because I haven't lined any of the edges up. I can put them on the edges of the blocks if I want to. I can put them in the middle of the blocks if I want to. But the bottom of the cone should always stay in contact with the top of the blocks. Okay? So that's kind of your starting point. When you are done, you should follow the plans and put a fort together that looks something like that. Good luck.